What's up? Good morning. Good afternoon. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Do me a favor. If you are live with me right now, check in on chat. Let me know you can hear me. I'm going to put something in here. Check in on chat. I'm going to go check some other things. And we're going to get some screen stuff going here. Hola. Hope you're doing well. Let's move this over here. If I look over to the left, it's because I can't. I'm looking at a different screen. So if I don't see your text, don't worry about it. Oh, got to plug this in really quick. Stand by. All right, let's move this over here. I'm going to get into a quick screen share. Okay, I think we should be good now. All right, welcome. So I want to talk to you guys about a couple things really quick. Uh, right now, our only job every day in real estate, we only have one job, right? And one job really broken down into three parts. Number one, we need to be constantly creating content that identifies our tribe. And what I mean by that is you hear me talk about the term dog whistle marketing all the time. And what I mean by dog whistle marketing is when you put content out there, everybody around you should know exactly what you stand for. And I don't mean like belief systems or anything like that, but are you a listing agent? Are you a Carlsbad agent? Are you a buyer's agent? Do you work with investors? Do you flip homes? Do you like what do you do, right? So if you're looking at your marketing stack right now and your leads are all over the place and some are good and some are bad and some are non-responsive, some are super responsive, chances are it's not because of your way you run ads. It's not because of your email. It's because you're trying to get everybody under the sun to work with you, right? And look, in markets like these, we do need to take what we can get, yes or no, right? But it gets easier if you can condition the market to address who you are as a real, or the market to accept who you are as a real estate agent, right? I've told you guys this story multiple times before. I'll probably tell it again right now, or I will tell it again right now. When you focus on a specific type of business, it gets easier. Right now, that means you need to let go of all the other business, right? That means refer it out. And I've sent some pretty big referrals out for multifamily deals. Like I remember one, I don't know if I've told this one yet, but we did a lot of prospecting on LoopNet, and we were calling everybody based on I think we had like 5 fourplexes listed in Phoenix or in Mesa, Arizona, rather. And so we upload all them to LoopNet. We advertise them. If you pay for the listing subscription, they'll give you everybody back that has ever conducted a search on LoopNet that matches your property's criteria. It's unbelievable. So we download the list. Me and 3 other agents on my team are just calling, and one guy picks up the phone, and it wasn't even like 5 calls in. He goes, "You know what? I'm glad you called. Yeah, we are in the market for multifamily right now, but I don't think we want fourplexes. We're really looking for like 100 units plus." And I'm looking at my assistant thinking like, oh my God, this is like, it's like a $10 million deal, right? So I get off the phone, I go upstairs. I was at Keller Williams at the time, talk to this commercial guy that I know, totally different brokerage, and say, hey, would you be willing to partner with me on a hundred deal unit if I can get this thing to go through? And he goes, yeah, who's the client? And so I told him the client, he goes, oh yeah, I know who that is. Yeah, no problem. I have no problem doing it. And so, I had a conversation with the client and then with the other commercial guy, we go back and forth. And then I realized like, 10 minutes into the call, I'm like, well, I'm way in over my head. The level of disclosure is totally different. They're not even using the commercial contract. They're using like, these weird letter of intents. And he's got a lawyer, and the commercial guy upstairs has a lawyer, like totally different things. So I remember looking at Ron, he was the agent upstairs. And I said, you know what, would you just give me a consulting fee on it? And I'll do all the dirty work for you. And if you could just let me like be an eyeball over your shoulder, I'd appreciate it. He goes, yeah, no problem. So he gave me a 30% referral fee. I helped him out. The deal actually didn't close. Um, But I remember thinking like that whole process, like I probably, when the deal fell apart, it fell apart due to inspections and disclosure, right? There was a lot of deferred maintenance on the HVAC systems that just from a cost perspective, it didn't make sense to move forward. Seller wasn't willing to contribute anything. But I remember at the time thinking like, you know what, I probably could have like done all of that by myself, right? But at the end of the day, it wouldn't like I don't know if I would have been able to get the deal done because it wasn't my wheel of expertise. I would have been stressed all the time. I wouldn't have been sleeping. I would have been terrified I was going to make a mistake, right? And so that those are the problems when we try to be a generalist to everybody. This is, in my opinion, this is one of the number one reasons why people don't have a favorable opinion of real estate agents is because most agents don't sell what they need to sell to make the money they want to make, so that they take everything and they start working outside of their local area or um, selling product they don't know about and they learn as they go and they're not reading the contract. And we think like we're being Rico Suave and we think the client doesn't know. And I'm telling you, the client knows everything. They based on the nonverbals and how you answer questions, they know the difference between an expert and somebody who's trying everything that they can to get by. Um, I've given this example as well. I love La Jolla. I think La Jolla is an amazing city. I don't know anything about La Jolla real estate in regards to why somebody, I know the areas, like I can tell you like, Bird Rock and down by Prospect. And I don't know all the formal names, but I can find my way around. We have friends that live down there. But if somebody were to ask me why you would live in Wirelands versus Bird Rock versus here or there, I wouldn't be able to answer. I don't know like the school boundaries. And look, it's the same contract, it's the same process, it's the same type of home, loosely speaking, as up here in Carlsbad. But all those other nuances, like I would be literally learning as I go. And I don't think that's fair to the consumer to work with a real estate agent that's learning as you go, right? So getting specific in your business makes everything easier, makes marketing easier, makes content creation easier, makes follow-up easier, makes contract writing easier, makes the closing easier. And here's the most important part. It makes it obscenely easy to leverage the business. It's really hard to leverage a business when you don't know the business you're leveraging. Like I couldn't grow we were just in Las Vegas for soccer last weekend, right? So you hear the term Summerlin. I don't even know where that is in Las Vegas, but I know it's a desirable area. With Real, the brokerage that we're at, could I launch a team in Summerlin right now and launch ads and make money? And the answer would be yes, but I literally don't know anything about Summerlin. So I would be held hostage to everything that the team knows that I don't know. And I'm just going to have to take their word for it because I'm not an expert. And you don't necessarily need to be an expert in a market before you launch another team over there, but you can't be a complete novice, right? There's got to be some connection of the market whatsoever, right? So here's what I'm getting at. The purpose of today's call is whether you're watching me live or whether you're watching the replay is to give you guys access to how we do certain things. So I'm going to go inside our snapshot. I will share my screen in just a moment. I'm not sure if I pushed this to everybody yet. If I have not, I will do this today. But I want to give you the easiest way that you could generate leads right now. And I want to show you this really quick. So I'm going to share my screen right here. If you notice on the left, if you guys haven't already seen this, we've got our Conversion Pro members area. We've got the onboarding course. If you click there, this will walk you through all of the onboarding things that you guys like, how to normalize your account. This 7-day leads challenge right here. All of you need to go through this right now. Every single one of you needs to go through this challenge. And I'm going to add a bonus video today that if you do complete this challenge and you can send a screenshot of the Facebook ad and your pipeline that shows that you're getting leads, you can get a bonus webinar with me on how you scale content creation. No charge. I'm going to do this webinar once a week, but the only people that will get invited to this webinar are people that complete this challenge, actually push the Facebook ad live and get leads and work the leads. So you're going to have to send me, you'll send an email to members@conversionprore.com. And in that email, you're going to include a screenshot of the Facebook ad that is live, that is getting leads. And you're going to have to send a screenshot of your Conversion Pro app, the Conversations tab right up here, that you are actually working those leads. Okay. If you do that, my team will respond with a private webinar link, and I will do a one-on-one or one, small group. I'll do this once a week, a webinar for you to teach you about content creation and how you can make this super easy. But the only way that you can access that is you have to go through the 7-day challenge. You have to get a result and you have to make it work. So if we go over to automations, if you don't have this in account, don't worry. I will push this to you shortly. You'll go to lead magnet accounts. And then down here, you're going to see lead ad IDX registration. So let me walk you through this really quick. A workflow trigger is going to be a Facebook lead form. There's a video on this in the 7-day leads challenge. The Facebook lead form is going to trigger this. It's going to check if this contact already exists. And we do that by looking to see if the life cycle is blank. If it is blank, go ahead and update it. If it's not blank, skip it and create a deal in the lead flow pipeline. And then we're going to send this email. So you need to fix this email, right? Don't send like the generic one because it doesn't deliver what's promised. But it says, thank you for contacting us on our Facebook post as promised. Here's the link to the homes for sale or whatever the ad you put. If you have any issues, please let me know. We're here to help. Thanks again, Steve. Talk soon. And their email signature. It's going to add a note that says they registered there. It's going to wait 15 minutes, and then it's going to drop them into the first call to action thing. If you create that Facebook ad right now, and if you create that Facebook ad right now and you connect it with the workflow and everything populates through there, I promise you, I'll give you a real life example here in a second. You will be in production in regards to people that you can follow up with and work within 24 to 48 hours. Jose Camejo, that just took a listing in Fallbrook, California, launched this same campaign, right? New listing this week, just listed, register here for details. Change the email that said, here's all the property details. If you have any questions, you want to schedule a showing, I'll reach out to you shortly. Put them through the automation, did nothing else. That's it. 30 leads, write this down in your notes, 30 leads, three responses, one person's getting pre-qualified. Okay. So 10% response rate, 3% conversion rate, assuming this person gets qualified and they move forward. I don't know if they're going to move forward or not, right? Is every ad that we run, is it going to convert at 10? Are you going to get a 10% response rate and a 3% conversion rate? And the answer would be no. Sometimes it's much higher. Sometimes it's lower. But here's the thing that you need to remember. There's no such thing as good leads or bad leads. Okay. And in fact, I wish I would have connected my iPad here. Let me see if I can do this on my phone. And I want to share something with you. It'll work better if you can see this visually. I think it will make sense. So we'll go over here and we'll open Concepts is the app that I use to get thoughts out of my head. And into Paper. So we're going to let's go to GrowthCon. Let's create a new one. Let's connect this here. Let's see if this works. I've never done this with my phone. Oh, looks like it works. So I'm going to go to camera 3 here. All right, perfect. So if we draw a little triangle, we'll do this with a straight line. And this triangle represents all leads. So we've got lead group number 1 up here, lead group number 2 over here, lead group number 3. And it's a triangle because this is obviously the smallest group. Whoops. We'll delete that. This is obviously the smallest group of people, and these are also the ones that are going to spend the most amount of money. So I would argue at any given time that only 3% of the public are ready to buy right now. Okay, so you guys may have a different opinion on this. This is just, based on what we're paying attention to in ads and all that fun stuff. Then you have another 15% here that are considering a move. So these aren't people necessarily that are in the market right now. These are people that are thinking about it, but they're just not quite ready to get started yet. So far we have 18% of the market that is, what is this about? That's not what I wanted to do. Hold on, close this. We have 18% of the people right now that could be a yes. Okay, so now if we go back over here, I'll keep erasing that with my palm. You have 60% that are 100% a no. Right. So these are people that they're going to click on your ads, they're going to register, but they're just a no. They don't have good credit. They don't have the money. They're not thinking about buying. They don't have a reason to buy. They're already in a 3% mortgage. They're never leaving. They want to live in a home for 50 years. Like whatever the reason is, these 60% of people are no's. And I'm not going to pretend to know this off the top of my head, but I think it's 22%, right? 60 plus 82 plus, 22%. All these guys is they know they have a problem. And what I mean by they know they have a problem is that they have a reason to move, but there's something preventing them from doing so. They need more of a down payment. They need the right loan. They need to improve their credit. They need to make sure their kids out of school. They know that they're planning on making a move, but they just haven't done it yet, right? So what we want to do is everybody thinks that they should be running ads. Let me see if I can create this up here. I don't know if I can. No, I don't want to do brushes. I want to do a highlighter. Oh, there's a highlighter. Everybody wants to run ads. Hold on. No, I don't want smoothing. Why is this not letting me do? That's kind of weird. Opacity. Whatever. Everybody wants to run ads to this group up here. Don't run ads to that group. You're never going to convert. You don't have enough money to do it, and you probably don't have a system that identifies them correctly. Meaning, you could be using Conversion Pro to level 10. But if you don't have a call center that are working those leads every single day, like if you're running ads that say, are you considering buying a home right now? Like in the next, I've seen these, right? Do you want to buy a home in the next week? I would never run that ad because if somebody wants to buy a home the next week, chances are they're already working with somebody. So don't try to talk to this group. So I'm going to write right here, do not talk to this group. It is too late. Okay. All of your money, believe it or not, is right here. This is where all your money is. Now, does that mean that you're going to generate leads and you're going to convert them right away? And the answer would be no. You have to let them warm up a little bit, right? But if you can grasp the fact that the 3% is a bonus, right? The 15 and 22% of people that are considering a move or people that know they have a problem, if you can create content that goes after them, you will make more money in this business than anything else that you can do. Right? This is who we're creating content for. Ideally, we want somebody that's probably right about right here. This would be our sweet spot. Now, I don't know how you identify those people, meaning like, I don't know if there's a magic ad that only identifies people in the top 10%. I think it's just content in general. But if we focus on what's going on in the market, what you can get, what's working right now, what's not working right now, where's the market going, interest rates, these are all things that people that are in this group right here will focus on. You want to know how you identify people in this group? The 60% that are always going to be no, you create content around food, things to do. That would also be like events or concerts or like, lifestyle videos. And I don't mean like, buying real estate in the market is lifestyle, but I mean like, where to hike, where the sports are, who plays soccer, where all these stuff, all this stuff, just to let you know, it's going to get really good video views. This will do well, but it will not result in any real estate transactions. Or from a perspective of effort in versus instant results out, this will be a near zero sum. Your conversion rate is going to be low, right? So we don't want to create content for this group whatsoever. The good news is all the content that we're going to create for this group will resonate with this group as well. We'll get those guys for free, right? But I would not like if you're creating I know his name was Dale. I can't remember Dale's last name. Great agent. I've met him once. I don't know. I wouldn't say I know him personally by any means, but he created like a 365 things to do in Washington or something like that. Long time ago. One of the first guys to do it, had a lot of success. I don't know what that meant deal wise. The guy's a successful agent, sells a bunch of real estate, so I'm sure it was worth it. But if you did it right now, I don't know that if I told you the best place to get your dog groomed, why that would make you understand that I'm a great real estate agent, right? So I just want to make sure we're super clear on that. Those videos are really easy to produce. They're really easy to create, but they don't necessarily result in real estate deals. So we want to talk about what's for sale, new home listings this week, the most expensive listings this week, what 3 neighborhoods would I consider right now if I was moving to Carlsbad for the very first time, the top 4 school districts, where you need to live if you want an ocean view, where you need to live, like if you want a big lot, right? If you want a big lot in Carlsbad, California, there's only so many places you can live, right? We're a beach town, and most beach towns, unless you're like, super, super, super luxury, they don't have big lots, right? So we need to be able to tell them like, this is where you need to go. If you create content like that, you'll identify people that are in this middle group up here, right? That's where all the money is. Now, people in this group, they don't respond to an email saying, thank you for the amazing email. I'm ready to write a cash offer in the next 24 hours. Can you work with me? That's never going to happen. They're going to say things like, oh, I'm not really sure, or I'm just starting the process, or I'm just researching right now. All of the money, write this down. All of the money, I'll write this in my gorgeous handwriting. All of the money is in the vagueness, and I don't know how to spell this, or ambiguity of the reply. People in that group, they never ever come back and they never say, thank you for the video. I'm ready to buy. Can you represent me as the agent? It's never going to start out that way, ever, right? So here's what I'm recommending you do right now. If you go back to our screen share and get off my phone here, and we use this, what you're going to do, I'll push this to your account. What you're going to do right here is you're going to go into your lead magnets. You're going to see this in your account right here. You're going to click over here and you're going to clone it and you're going to make it for whatever lead ad you want. That's all you need to do. If you can clone that, connect it with your Facebook leads account and you follow the 7-day challenge like I've outlined in the 7-day challenge course, and you get leads right now, or you publish this right now, you will have people to work in the next 24 to 48 hours. The easiest way to scale a business, I'll leave you guys with this. The easiest way to scale a business is to do things nobody else is willing to do in moments when everybody else is running to the hills. Right. And right now, I think there are, let me just look at the Facebook groups, right? Everybody's saying real estate's hard. It's still multiple offers. Pricing's still going up. Interest rates are still high. Nobody's selling. All these people are talking about pain, and it's fine. There is a lot of pain. All those are very valid points, right? But what I'm telling you, what I'm suggesting to you is while everybody else is doing that, you be the exception of the rule and triple down in content creation, triple down on your ads, triple down on your video stuff. You guys know that I'm a huge fan of Vidyard, right? Using my phone to literally, I just did it actually for a bunch of our partners on Real Estate Growth Con. I'll open Vidyard right here. And these little videos that are just me, let me see if I can get that in focus here. Those videos that look like that, it's just me, doing selfie video just like that, recording videos, and I email these out when I go to soccer 5 nights a week and I'm sitting on the side of the soccer field watching Peyton do goalie practice. I literally have my iPad in my lap and I have my phone up here and I'm just recording video after video after video after video and emailing them out because it's the most, like, I figured out, other than running ads and doing webinars, from how I grow all of the entities that we do, my real network, transactions here locally in Carlsbad, California, Conversion Pro, what we're watching right now, and Real Estate Growth Con that we're launching here in a couple of weeks. The easiest way that I can grow all that is video email. There's nothing that I can do that is more impactful for me than video email. So you need to know what your thing is, right? And even with these, even when you go through the 7-day leads challenge and you're working the leads, you can send text emails and that will work. But I promise you, if you sit down and say, hey, for the next hour today, I'm going to go pay $29 a month for Vidyard. That's all it costs. It's unlimited videos. I'm going to open up all of my old leads and I'm just going to sit here at my desk and I'm going to record video 1. And you might be asking, like, can I just record 1 video and send it to 90 people? And you could, but inside the video, if you say, hey, Mark Jones, my name is Steve Olson, just wanted to put a face to the person who's sending you all these emails. Listen, I'm sending you this today because I think there's a couple of unique opportunities in the Carlsbad market. And based on what you registered for, there's 2 I think you need to look for. So I just have a really quick question before I send those over. Are you in the market right now for a home in Carlsbad, or is maybe this going to happen later on this year? I'm curious to know. Would you do me a favor? Just shoot me a quick reply. Let me know how I can help. Boom. End the video. Open up your email, send a quick intro text, and then, do this kind of thing before the video because that shows in the Zoom, right? So I would start out and go like this, and then I would talk. Don't just go right into it. Wave really quick, and then start talking, right? Because you got to give them a couple seconds to say, oh, like this is a legit video. You might shock yourself by doing 20, 30, 40 of these a day to your lead lists. Like your response rate will skyrocket. It will skyrocket, right? Especially if you're unique. Now, for me, that's effortless. I don't have to think about that. And you guys have seen me type. You've seen me draw. I have horrible handwriting. I'm lazy, so I very rarely spell anything right. I just kind of type what's in my head and I spell correct everything. But when I do video, I don't have to worry about any of that. and I'm not saying that I'm articulate, over voice, but all those other things that like slow me down and frustrate me and get me, annoyed, that doesn't happen with me for video. So for me, video email is very easy, which is why it's easy also for me to go live with you guys and do these things. When we ran, the biggest version of our team in Phoenix, none of this technology existed. There was no Vidyard, there was no Conversion Pro. Keep wasn't a company, HubSpot wasn't a company. Well, they were, but they were such in their infancy that like they weren't even usable on a small team basis, right? I can't even remember the CRM that we used back then. God, it might even have been like Top Producer or something like that. I don't even remember. But like I could only imagine when we had like 6 ISAs and all these agents and admin, if we had video, email, and some of the automation tools we had today, it'd be freaking game over. Right. So I'm giving you all the tools. You have the tool set to do it. The only thing that I mentioned today that you need above and beyond this is a Facebook ad and a Vidyard account. If you're running those right now and you just time block every single day, record a video and send it, I promise you it will change your career. Here's the last thing I'm going to tell you before I cut you loose. Cold calling is wildly effective. I'm just going to lead with that. Cold calling is wildly effective and it's wildly painful. Right? So imagine if you knew that in this group of people out there, that your future wife was in this group of 500 people. They were standing outside of my house right now. But I don't know which one my future wife is. I just know that and I'm married, so I'm not really looking for a future wife. But let's say that she's out there in a group of 500 people and I have to go through each one of those 500 to determine who it is. You'd be like, that wouldn't be hard. It'd probably take a couple hours. And you'd be right. But what if I told you that every one of those 500 people, before you found that one winner, is going to have a bad taste in their mouth about you and your brand before you identify the one winner? Would you still do it? Most people would not be able to do it. The rejection, 499 rejections to 1 acceptance, that ratio of success, most people are not willing to do. So you could spend all of your time cold calling. You could spend all of your time door knocking. You could do all this stuff. But why go through the pain when you can just create content and be joyful and attract the people that actually want to work with you, right? Now, if you're at 0 deals right now and you need to get to 12 deals by the end of the month or you're going to die, if you don't have a huge budget and you're not willing to go all in with media, this may be a hard road for you to take right now. In that case, I probably would cold call. I probably would door knock. In that case, I would be doing an open house every day, 30 days in a row. Even if it was the same home, I would do an open house every single day, 30 days in a row. And within 30 days, you'll be fine. One of my first managers at Coldwell Banker told me, you want to get in the luxury market? All you got to do is not work here in the office. You just need to go work in somebody's house every day and do that 7 days a week for 6 weeks, and you'll be in the luxury market. And I'm like, come on, Judy, that sounds too easy. And she goes, it is, and nobody does it, right? And 18 years later, I can tell you it's the easiest thing you can do. You're going to work anyway, so just go take your laptop and everything, go work out of somebody's house, have conversations with clients all day in the market that you want to work in or live, however you look at it, and call it a day. That's all you got to do, right? This is the same thing. Just send the video emails. That's all you have to do. But in order to send the video emails, we need the Facebook ad to get contacts in there. So we have leads, assuming you don't have leads. And then we just have to do that every single day. And we only work with the people that reply. We don't berate them. We don't beg them. There's no ninja script. There's no, none of that stuff exists. Don't believe it. It doesn't exist. Consistency and your ability to be genuine in follow-up is the only thing that separates the people that make all of the money versus the ones that continue to struggle. The business literally is that simple. So homework from here. Number 1, you're going to go through the 7-day leads challenge. I'll go back to my screen share. It is right here. You're going to log into Conversion Pro, app.conversionpro.re. And I'll even paste, actually this is live, so I won't paste the link in the chat. You're going to go to 7-day leads challenge. And you're just going to keep kicking next. You're going to go through all 7 steps. When you're done and you launch the ad and you get your lead, you're going to send an email to members@conversionpro.re.com. You're going to include the screenshot of the ad. You're going to include a screenshot of inbound leads. And when you do that, my team will send you a private link to hop on a Zoom with me so we can discuss content creation and scaling the business at scale. That's it. That's your only, if you can do this, you'll understand the rest of the platform. This is the easiest thing that I can get you to do. I will push all of that automation into your account for IDX lead ads. If you don't already have it, any questions, members@conversionpro.re.com. I love you all. Have an amazing Wednesday, and we'll talk soon. All right. Peace out.